Okay, now let's head through the caves of Gagazet before we reach Zanarkand's. Oh, hello. You're a big boy, aren't you? Here's another staple Final Fantasy enemy, the Behemoth. Debuted in Final Fantasy II, I do believe. They're always a bastard to kill. They're always really strong and really, really high in health. Basically bosses. Bosses you just encounter now in, you know...
How many steaks you think we can get out of these?
Yeah, bosses you just encounter pretty much wherever. Also, very good comment from Wakka there. Boink.
So
Down
we're
you
not
go.
going to think about the fact that Tidus is a dream.
No, he doesn't dwell on
That's
it
just-
at all. He just... Well,
Deleted from his mind.
it's not even that.
Let's not care about that at all.
I think that's one thing that's cool about his character arc, is that at the beginning of the game he's completely self-centered. And now it's come to near the end of the game, he's more concerned with Yuna's well-being than he is his own. He doesn't care that he's a figment and he can die really easily just from Faith waking up or whatever. Or Faith no longer dreaming. Like, yeah, he's more concerned with Yuna, as is. I think that's quite an admirable character trait. Like, it shows how far he's come. Is that he can completely take his own problems and just shove them off to the sidelines for later. Also, hitting Oshu, still a bad idea. I should probably not do that if I can help it. Or letting them dance at me. Ow. I like the idea that just elicited nothing but minor annoyance from Auron. He's like, please don't do that. Please don't throw that at me. Here we go, that's better. And let's lay waste to this bloody thing. Go down already. Get murdered. There we go. Strangely enough, Kamari did the job. It's almost like he's not completely useless anymore.
Every second you're playing the game, you're just changing it completely for me.
How so?
Like, Kamari's just becoming useful.
Well, that's just it. Because I took control throughout. Just so people know, I took control throughout the latter half of Gagazet, throughout this video, the rest of this one, and yeah, like in this short time, I've turned Kamari into a decent character. It doesn't take a lot of grinding to do. Again, he's malleable. That's his whole thing. Is his main shtick, the main thing that disassociates him from other characters, are his overdrives and how varied they are. So that's what you build him around. You make him good at everything. And then all of his overdrives are worth using. Or at least the high-level ones are. Anyways, we have some water puzzles to do.
Looks like we got a job to do, yeah?
If anything should happen in the water, we're relying on you three. If it gets dangerous, pull out quick.
Right.
Be careful, okay?
Do you have
Try
to
not
come
to do-
back here to get the Dark Aeon battle.
You do have to come back here, yes, but I think we'll worry about that in like 5 or 6 parts from now, because I want to procrastinate those bloody things as long as I can, because they're bloody hard. Anyway, speaking of bloody hard, those horned fish monsters can really hurt you if you don't deal with them quickly. But the big dichotomy you've got is if you're not attacking the little ones, they can also hit you really hard, so you have to allocate your attacks fairly evenly against these fish enemies.
Does charging do anything?
It boosts the power of its sonic wave. If it does like 3 charges and a sonic wave, it does over 3,000 damage to everybody. So you do have to attend to it. Blinding the horned fish is also a good move. It's a good way of bypassing it. It's what I pretty much do to every other one I encounter from this point on. And Skadoosh. There we go.
I've always been too overpowered to take notice of what the enemies are doing.
Yeah. Anyways, you know what's coming up, right? You know the puzzle we've got to deal with in a moment. This one right here.
Yeah, the easy one.
Yeah, the easy
just
one.
press button.
Have a guess for me how many times I had to throw the ball to get this in. Have a guess and then see how close you were.
10.
Okay, let's say 10. So that's 1. Oh, nearly got it. 2. Oh, not quite. Third time's a charm. Shit. 4, maybe? If I wait for the right timing, wait for the right rotation. No, too late on that one.
Wow.
5. No. If I just mash it. 6. Fuck you. 7. There we go, this is nope. 8. Now 9th time's the charm, as they say. Nope. At this point, I'm pretty sure Tidus and Riku are just staring like, what the fuck are you doing? Wakka, are you for real right now? This is why the Oryx never won. You actually suck at this. That one hit! Oh, it was so bullshit! That was so bullshit! Come on!
You just pressed the button at random.
No, I'm trying to get... Look, that one hit! That one would definitely have hit if not for these stupid inner ones that make it way harder than it needs to be. There we go. Christ on a bike. Jesus.
That was terrible.
That was horrendous, I'm sorry. It really was. A few of those definitely should have hit, though. Some of those, like, bounced off of nothing.
No, because you actually need timing to do that.
Well,
timing's random.
Timing's not my thing. I don't like timing things. This is why I'm not doing LP of DDR right now. Also, you know, other physical reasons why I'm not doing an LP of DDR. I can't imagine that would be fun to create or watch.
Yeah, probably fun to do.
Maybe. Here is some fish. What if you're doing live commentary while you dance? How sick would that be? I kind of want to see someone do this now. Okay, I'm completely turned on that idea. I really want to see a DDR LP. I want someone to do the perfect DDR LP for me. That would be great.
You could make it.
No, I couldn't. Again, timing for me. Alright, so poison piranhas. Kind of nightmares to deal with, but I do believe that's all the fish enemies we're going to see here. We'll get those treasure chests off screen later on, can't be bothered. We're just going to power through these caves. I believe there's one more puzzle for us to do. And a few more enemies who are going to try and blindside us on the way there. I like this place. Considering that Zanarkand has so much gravitas to it when you get to it, and it's quite a daunting place, this is the last place in the game I'd say that feels quite relaxing to walk through. Would you agree on that one, or...?
No.
No?
It's not relaxing.
How?
I've spent too long trying to capture enemies in here.
Oh, right,
For
so
it
that's
to be
what...
relaxing.
That's what puts you off of it, is this is where catching is now in full force.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, with the buying of the capture weapons, this has basically turned into the second LP I'm currently doing, where I'm catching every monster I see.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's now. Apparently, that's the theme of VidGams. That's the theme of the channel right now, is obsessive catching of monsters for fun and/or profit, or the sake of completion. Most likely that last one. Anyways, we collected a good few speed spheres, so it's actually possible for us to move the characters forward, if not just a little bit there. And another water puzzle. Here we go.
Did you know it, or did you have to think about this?
I got it wrong the first time because I wasn't thinking, but I do know it.
Okay.
I just made a bit of a hiccup.
It is the easiest puzzle you
It
can
is,
do.
yeah. I literally hit the wrong button. Because I know Riku goes on the right, Tidus goes on the left, Wakka goes on the bottom. They're literally the colours that align with their sphere grids. So yeah, I was meant to like hit the button here and I just kinda, whoop, whoops. And you can't undo it either, or at least it wasn't worth undoing, so I just thought, fuck it. We'll reset it. What's the worst that could happen? I thought maybe a fish battle would be thrust upon me, but no, it just literally puts you back to do it again.
This is so pointless.
Yeah, this is the unlosable puzzle. You could get it wrong like 100 times in a row. And, you know, I don't think it would actually have any effect.
There should be an achievement for getting it wrong too many times.
Achievement is just called Blithering Idiots. Or just Obstinance. Straight up Obstinance. Okay, and making it past all the fish. You couldn't imagine how much longer this video would be if the battles weren't all cut out, because the encounter rate is pretty high in this water. And there we go, back to the safe zone. There we go. So we'll get our last few level ups in. Don't think we can actually move Wakka until we have a speed sphere, so we'll just leave him there. And same with Riku. Oh no, Riku actually can move forward by 1. And there we go. Extra MP. Good for muggings. More mugging the better. So at this point, I'm also going to make sure everybody's got the correct armor. Armor that actually helps. It all depends on this next boss, because the next boss is kind of obsessed with status effects. So you've got to make sure you've got the right item for him, or the right equipment for him. I think that's good. I think we're good. Yeah, that's good. We good. Weapons, we'll just keep the capture ones on. Whatever. Yeah, let's go, let's go. Yeah, it was just enough faffing to satiate everybody's sphere grid curiosity there. Up the hill.
They'll be upon us soon. She has sent fiends to test our summoner's strength.
Who is she?
Unaleska.
Lady Unaleska.
In Zanarkand, she awaits the arrival of the strongest.
She is still alive?
As much as Micah and Seymour.
I see.
Lost your nerve?
No. Nothing frightens me now.
Braska would be proud.
Then I must not let him down.
Okay, and next boss is... he's got a very unique... He's got a unique fighting style. He does something not a lot of other bosses in this game do. He uses the Curse status effect, which... What it essentially does is it stops you using your overdrive, or at least it stops your overdrive bar going up.
It stops you using it completely.
Stops you using it at all, so... Yeah, if you were banking on getting through this fight by spamming overdrive moves on this boss, get fucked. This is where the boss is gonna smack you down for trying to do that. And it's the first boss, it's the first enemy in this whole game that implements that ability. I don't think we've seen any other instances of cursing, have we? I think,
no.
Yeah, this is the first time we deal with it. So for a lot of new players, you look at your characters basically flashing black and white and wondering what the hell is wrong with them. Anyways, for Riku there, I've decided to move her up on the sphere grid, more towards her, I believe her Quick Pockets ability, which allows her to use items really quickly. Pretty much a necessity when you get to the post-game. Because you don't want to waste turns healing characters anymore.
Unless you don't use Riku.
Well, you should try getting good at using everybody when you get to this part. Everybody in tandem is what the game is built around at this point.
It comes!
Hello! I'm here! I like how sudden that was. Just boss time! Boss is here. Let's go. Alrighty, so we'll start off with the good old Hastiger. Cannot go wrong. Try and hit him with a whole bunch of status effects with triple foul. None of which work, annoyingly. And... shit. We're all cursed now. No more overdrives. So now you've really actually got to think about what you're doing.
Can you cure it?
Hmm?
Can you cure it?
Cure it? No.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's... I think holy water cures it, I think. And I think nothing else in the game does.
I've always killed a party member, then brought it back to life.
I mean, that's a very roundabout way of curing a mildly annoying status effect. You may as well wait for the boss to kill you if you're going to do that. I mean, the whole point of a boss fight is not dying, surely. So, yeah. It's kind of a weigh your options situation right there. Anyways, we're doing crap damage to it at the moment, so let's throw a Poison Fang at it, because it is not immune to poison. You can poison it, which does a good chunk of damage on it every turn. Blech. That's what you get. And the only amount of, the correct amount of money to give him. Hashtag 420. Wakizashi. Get murdered. By the power of 420, you're going down. It's like that moment that I'm really annoyed it wasn't recorded, where I gave him 69 and he did San Marto and immediately killed a bunch of enemies for me. That made me smile.
Hey, can't we rest a little?
No need. We reach the summit soon.
I know. That's why I want to stop for a bit. Soon means that there's not much time left.
Riku.
Fine. I'll think on the way.
Oh, she's not taking this very well, is she? By the way, sorry, Kimari. After trying so hard to make use of you, I completely forgot about you in that battle.
Hey,
Whoops.
come on, let's go.
Like, this is the point in the game where everyone is just depressed because Yuna's about to die.
Yeah, it is.
We've come a long way.
What's so funny?
You remind me of myself. Before, the closer I came to Xanarkand, the more I wondered. When we arrive, Braska will call the final Aeon. He will fight sin, then die. I thought my mind was made up long before. But when I stood here, my resolve wavered.
Never would have figured. Legendary Guardians choke sometimes too, huh?
Legendary Guardian. I was just a boy. A boy about your age, actually.
Orin, you're 35 years old. You're not that old.
Nothing. That is my story.
Well, let's continue on, I guess. Adventure! Woo!
Cool scenery.
Oh yeah, it looks gorgeous, don't get me wrong.
A city I had to see with my own eyes. the end of Yuna's journey.
Just that full character turnaround. He's so much more concerned for Yuna than he is for Anakin right now.
The last chapter in my story. My thoughts, they kept floating up and then slipping through my fingers, slipping away before I could pin them down with words.
Yuna, I say no. If we go down there, then you'll...
Riku, you're a true friend, and I thank you, but I must go down to Samarkand.
I'm not saying we shouldn't go. But shouldn't we think about it some more? There's gotta be some kind of way we can save you, Yuna!
All my life, I knew this moment would come.
Yuni...
Thank you, Riku. Thank you for everything.
Don't say that, Yuni. It's not over yet.
Tell Sid, thank you.
No, you can tell him yourself.
This is really sweet.
Please.
Yuni, don't say that because we're gonna see each other again, okay?
Kimari, let's go.
Like, did anyone see that Yuna dropped this?
Nope,
Or-
just you. Even Auron didn't notice. Look at him, just cluelessly sauntering off. He's usually the perceptive one. So how's this for tying back to an earlier point in the LP?
Sir Auron, Kimari told me, when my father wanted me taken from Bavel to Besaid, it was you who told Kimari, right? I had always wanted to meet you someday. I am truly glad that I had that chance. Having you as a guardian was so great an honor. I don't know how to thank you. Perhaps if I defeat Sin, that will be my thanks to you. That's what I'll do. Yes. I will challenge Sin. I will defeat Sin. If you are all there watching this, then I guess Sin is already gone. And so am I. I suppose. Anyway, I just wanted to say, Sir Auron, I thank you. Kimari, do you remember the first day we met? I was only 7. My father had defeated Sin, and all Bavel was celebrating. Everyone was saying what a hero my father was. I was so happy. But when night came, it occurred to me. My father had defeated Sin, and now he was dead. Now I was all alone. I couldn't sleep. So I wandered into the town, away from the celebrating crowds. I stood on the bridge in Bavel, where my father and I had parted. Standing there, alone, I could see the fields where he had fought Sin. Then, you appeared, Kimari. You said you were looking for the daughter of Braska, remember? At first, I was so scared. Until I realized what a gentle person you are. You weren't used to talking to children. When I told you that I was Braska's daughter, you said you would take me as far from Bavel as you could. That It was the wish of a man facing death. I think I cried then because that was when I knew my father was dead and I would never see him again. You just held me without saying a word. I cried after we got to Besaid too. When you tried to go, after leaving me in the care of the temple, I held on to you crying, "Don't go, don't go." And you listened, Kamari.
That is so adorable! The origins of Blue Dad! He became the best Blue Dad.
And I've always liked your broken horn.
I always liked the fact you were bullied.
I'll never forget my days spent with you, growing up in Besaid. We always played together, us and Chapu. That's why I was always so happy, I think. And when you refused to let me become a summoner, and I did it anyway, I'm sorry. I've always wanted to apologize. You know, when you tried to stop me then, really, I was happy. I could tell you really cared about me. You were like my big brother and sister. No, I think you really were my big brother and sister.
I should hope not, because Wakka and Lulu
What else?
totally get together, and that would be weird.
I love watching you play blitzball, Wakka. I even love it when you scold me, Lulu. Really. I guess that leaves the newest guardian.
Who I will tactfully avoid saying his name.
Second is... You are... I am... Well, I'm glad... I'm glad that we met. We haven't even known each other that long, but... It's funny. So this is what it feels like.
I like that she's already in love with him. That is so sweet. Since bloody Mihen, if not before then. She's always loved him.
And then he says, "I'm coming to this place when you die."
Oh god, yeah.
I just want to say thank you for everything. Maybe that's why it hurts. When I think about us never being together again at all, I'm afraid. No, I shouldn't say that. I'll do that part over.
Aww.
What you up to?
Well, that was sweet.
When was she gonna do the part over?
Well, she didn't get a chance to, we interrupted her, so... I guess she just sat with it and thought to herself, I should probably try and get with him before the before the pilgrimage is over, so that part makes sense.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, you can get a really cool view if you stand on that hill there.
That was a cool scenery.
It makes sense, it's just kind of sitting there, so it kind of invites you to stand on it, and when you do, the camera accompanies. But anyway, for our next episode, we're going to start off with something a few of you might find a little bit familiar. So, see you then. Oh, maybe not yet. Here we go. See you then.